Hey friends, we are Sarájanée and Annacrizelda, and this is Everything and No Less, the podcast where your favorite long-distance best friends talk about everything, from women's sports to Marvel movies to things we love, things we hate, and everything in between.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you missed us? We know you've missed us.
We know you guys missed us. Welcome to season 2. We are back after a brief hiatus, a time of rest for us.
Yes, a reprieve, a little hibernation period. We're back, still matching unintentionally. Gray
still
today.
Matching.
Love that. I chose gray because it's still gray in Chicago, and so that felt like my outfit should match the weather.
It is sunny here in Texas, and we'll reach 80 degrees this week. So,
wow, that's something.
It is. I feel like you and I live on different planets sometimes.
Really do. Not even the same time zone. I actually don't understand, because up here we're like, wow, we might get to 40 next week. We're doing it. I think they said it was like either 17 or 19, maybe even 21. I don't know, some ridiculously high amount of days straight below freezing. And I was like, and we're just all out here supposed to be business as usual, like we haven't been through a harrowing time. Like, what is up? We're not okay. I am not okay.
It's so cold. It's so cold. Like, it dropped below freezing in Austin for that snowstorm for like 4 days, and the entire state shut down.
I think that's an appropriate response.
Not a thing happened.
I maintain, like, if you are in a snow or an ice storm, the planet, the universe, whoever, somebody, wherever, whatever, is telling you to be still, be quiet. Like, all of the tools that we have, or that they use in like the Midwest and the North to navigate snowstorms, that's like emergency only, right? So that emergency situations can be dealt with, not to allow or force business as usual. Like, sit down, take the note.
Right. Take the note. Take the note. Well, Sarájanée, what have you been up to since our hiatus?
I mean, the big thing is ankle rehab. I had ankle surgery. You know, we're on the, I don't know, what do you call it? Like on the mend, firmly in like the recovery period. Calling head top. I'm going to get my bounce back. I'm dunking on everybody. Never dunked before in my life, but that's like the goal that I've set for myself. Like 6 to 8 more weeks. So, you know, whoever wants next, head top. I'm coming for you.
I think that's a realistic goal.
Why not?
Why not?
I can't imagine anything that would make that unlikely.
If Dominique Malonga can dunk, so can you. Okay,
we're the same. She's not 20 years younger than me, a foot taller. None of that really matters. Minor details.
6'7" or however tall.
Minor details. But no, I have like taken solace in the women's basketball world. Like Nafisa Collier also had ankle surgery. Jonquel Jones had ankle surgery last fall. So I'm just of the mind that the basketball baddies had to recover, rehab ankles this fall, this winter period. I'm amongst them. And that's helping me, that's helping motivate me, sustain me during this recovery period.
I love that for you.
For sure. What have you been up to, though? Tell us what you've been up to.
I have been training for a 5K.
I love this.
Which
it makes me so happy. I love the update.
Like we discussed, I don't think I have to apologize for my harsh stance on marathons yet.
Very different.
Maybe in the future. So next Saturday, I'm running my first 5K. And it's very exciting.
It is, and congratulations for like the training too. You know, I think it can be easy to be like, oh, when the race day, when I hit the milestone, but building in the consistency or achieving the consistency and like training and preparing, that's really major. That's very exciting.
Thank you. You know, I found a Couch to 5K program on the internet from this random blogger. And since I've been doing research, all Couch to 5K programs kind of have the same structure where you like start off really slow and you alternate walking and running. But I got to shout out Life in Leggings for this wonderful. It's like a 10-year-old blog post. I'm like, the day I complete it, I'm going to comment on it and be like, you ate with that. Life in Leggings.
I love that. Life in Leggings is such a fun name. No, but that, like, I'm glad that worked It's a good program. If you know, well, yeah, you know Kelsey, but listeners may know. She and I did that, like, oh my gosh, wait, it's actually 10 years ago. I think it was 2016. And we, like, walked each other through a Couch to 5K program in our runner era. And it was really fun. And it's like, yeah, you feel the build happening when you're starting. You're like, 30 minutes, I'm never going to get there. And then you're like, oh, wait, I'm doing 2 minutes.
I can
I'm
do
good.
it.
I'm doing
Yeah.
5 minutes. It's, very exciting.
It is very exciting. Also, since our hiatus, which I think the last time we posted was September 2025, I have been learning to fly a plane.
Very cool.
That is something I've been doing.
Very major. And I maintain, since you first told me about this, that I cannot be on the plane when you are flying. I support you wholeheartedly. You already are in my mind a great pilot, but I cannot know that you are flying a plane that I am ready.
Of any size. Any size. Not the two-seater. Even if I ever end up flying a big jet, no.
It's worse if I can see you. I think the smaller the plane worse. I just imagine the bus scenario where we both giggled for 10 minutes at a higher altitude with greater stakes.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And I'm going to be like, Anna, what are you doing? Narrate for me. And I don't think that's helpful.
Oh my gosh. I think I will be able to convince you one day. It's beautiful up there.
Sure.
Yeah, the other day when I was doing my flying lesson, the air was really bumpy, and I was like, oh, you can also have turbulence in a tiny plane. It's actually even worse because you're
that makes sense.
in a vehicle the size of a Honda Civic flying around up there. So
absorbing all of that. That's
absorbing all the contact. Mm-hmm. So look out for that. But yeah, looks like we've both been up to exciting things.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep everybody posted on Anna's flying journey. That's really, really promising. I feel like I'm learning a lot about the skies and the upper highways and byways.
A lot of rules up there. A lot of rules.
As there should be.
Yes, as there should be. Mm-hmm. As there should be. And yeah, we'll also keep you guys updated on Sarájanée's journey to dunking.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Wish me the best. Have you been watching anything good?
Oh my goodness. I feel like we have been watching some very interesting shows that have their good moments. The most recent one that comes to mind is The Night Manager, starring Loki, aka Tom Hiddleston, season 2 on Amazon Prime.
The one and the
only. What did you think? What did you think of, I know we've talked about this before, but what did you think of the show?
So, I mean, it's always interesting because the first season came out many years ago, at least 5, if not 7, 8, 9, something like that. And so watching them in close succession probably changed my experience a little bit. But overall, I liked it. The ending of season 2 really, I don't even know if it was unsatisfactory or just disappointing me. But whenever I finish a show and I'm like, what was the point? Then I'm like, why did we do this? Right? Then I feel like that means something was off, and I can understand and see how they're building for a season 3. But again, it just begs the question, did we need this? Do we need a season 3? Maybe we didn't need a season 2. But all of that is to say, I think it's great work from Tom Hiddleston. Phenomenal. I love the accents. That's always a good thing for me. Got to practice my own a little bit.
I just I'm a big Tom Hiddleston fan, obviously. I loved season 1 when it came out. I think I watched it a year ago, even though it is, as you said, older. And I discovered it because I was like, oh my God, I love Hugh Laurie. A big fan of House MD, the show. Mm-hmm. Hugh Laurie has looked the same for 20 years, and he's looked like an old guy for a long time.
But it's weird. A good old guy, well-maintained old guy for lack of better word.
It's he just stopped aging at 60, mm-hmm. and I'm sure he's in his 70s now, but yeah, I was I'm very interested in this show that has both House MD and Loki, mm-hmm. and I think that the dynamic between the two is really the driving force mm-hmm. of both seasons. I understand why they had to bring him back for season 2. I thought it was a really good twist when they brought him back. Richard Roper, evil dude. Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. The ending was very unsatisfying. Like, did Teddy really need to go out in that way?
I don't think so. And I was really actually interested in like Teddy and Richard Roper's dynamic. And so like Richard Roper coming back, you know, they set that up well. I was cool with that twist, but it would have been more interesting to me, I think, or more compelling for Teddy not to meet his demise and Teddy not to have been like doing Richard Roper's bidding, right? Like to maybe have seen Richard Roper passing on in air or them working in tandem rather than it just being like him versus I can't even remember Tom Hiddleston's character's name because he has like 10. So
oh my gosh, nightmare. And they are all the same vibe. Like I don't know who came up with this list of names. It's just like generic British man names, but like it's very good.
Right.
Yeah, I really like I don't know if I liked the dynamic, but I was very interested in the dynamic between Tom Hiddleston's character and Teddy.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a romance? Is this a father-son thing? Like, what is this?
Yeah, like let's play that out more. That would have been interesting, maybe, you know, to pull on if they're gonna do a season 3. One, and I don't even know if it's criticism, but one note that I have is like this was, and I shouldn't say clearly because I don't know, I'm guessing this was like a male-dominated writer's room because the way Tom Hiddleston's character always gets the like girl, right? Like they are not all gonna make out with you. They are not all gonna be attracted to you. And the dynamic in season 2 was a bit better. I mean, better, but different than season 1. But I'm like, every room he walk in, he just knows every woman is gonna fall for him. And I'm like, I just don't. Even as attractive as he is in the show, like I just don't believe that's true of this character, right? That like has 10 different names, 10 different personas, like and all of them are gonna get the girl, right? And or a love interest. Like I don't know.
It just felt like they were like half stepping a little bit because they were like acknowledging that the relation, if Roxana and Matthew Ellis like were to get together, like that's a little bit inappropriate. Like that woman is 20 years younger than he is, and they're like, we want him to be like not a creepy guy, but it's like, you know, like you're kind of half stepping here, and it just it's weird. Very unsatisfying dynamic, unsatisfying end for that character as well, who deserved way more than she got. But fabulous wardrobe all around on that show. True. Very good.
True. And just a beautiful setting, right? Like in Colombia, the videography or whatever you call that. Very well done. Very well done.
It's a very stylish show.
Yeah. Yeah. Another stylish show, His and Hers. Thank you for joining me and watching that. I do not know if you actually plan to, but I successfully think I encourage you to do so. And you successfully, shall we say, got through it. You pushed through.
Listen, I am a big fan of John Bernthal, who plays the male lead, who plays also the Punisher in the MCU. I recently watched the Punisher and all the Daredevil shows. I'm a big fan of him. Have you seen the show We Own This City on HBO?
I think I've like seen a poster or whatever for it, but I haven't watched it, no.
Okay. He is a character in that show called Wayne Jenkins, and it is the most overacted character that like can possibly exist. I do think at some point you should watch it because it feels like a sequel to The Wire. The like showrunner is the same person as The Wire, and a lot of the actors come back for that show. It's really good, with the exception of John Bernthal's character, who is ridiculous. So. But I'm a big John Bernthal fan, a big Tessa Thompson fan, as we've talked about before on the pod. We love Valkyrie. Together they made a show that was unhinged. I don't understand what this show was. Like, I just had no idea, like, why the characters were doing what they were doing.
Any of the things, right? Any of the things. Like, what, like, legitimately, first of all, you are 2 grown adults and neither of you can find a place, the main character and the, like, first character that dies, to have this affair that's not like a truck in the woods? What? And then you choose the woods next to your deceased, like, child's gravesite? Like, what? What?
Like, what is wrong with you?
All the places in that rural town, you cannot find another acreage to pull up into.
Not one. Dahlonega is quite small, apparently.
Apparently, okay. The overall plot, like with the mother being the serial killer, and I'm like, she just was walking through the streets.
Like the okay, like the to have that even cross your mind, like the killing I get, right? But like so then be like, all right, I guess it's time to disrobe.
I got a fake dementia. Nobody else will. There's no other way to convince people that I'm unwell.
Yeah.
I still am thinking about the eggs too, like just that plate of scrambled eggs.
They're so nasty.
And the fact that they brought it back for her to throw on the lady's car. What?
What? It was like, and like the fact that I know that they were doing that, they're like, this is a hint to like what's going on. It is not.
It was not.
I'm just like, ew.
Okay, I for sure thought at the I don't know if it's the last episode or the second to last, where is it Lexi and Tessa Thompson's character are like fighting in the lake house. I was like, this fight scene, like they don't want us to take this seriously. This is so ridiculous, overacted, absurd. Like who knows?
Absurd,
right?
Absurd.
But the most unhinged scene, and this is again based and rooted in my personal experience as a person with asthma, as an albuterol angel, like to empty somebody's inhaler is a level of I don't even know, like the like hate, cruelty, like that is just bleak. You could have just hid the inhaler, right? Let somebody else have the inhaler. Maybe even give her like one puff, right? Maybe that's more torturous. I don't know. But to empty it out in that way and then be like, here you go. I wonder why it's not working. That's wild. Like, what? That is diabolical.
When you know you're going onto the like sailboat.
And clearly
like,
she has bad asthma. She has to like keep it for even like an hour, keep it that close for like an hour long venture onto the lake, onto the sailboat, right? And I was like, that is something you thought about before, and you just saw, like, you snapped in that moment, and you were like, puff, puff, like, that was a little triggering for me. I was like, I'm never letting anybody near my inhaler again, because I don't know who might harbor that kind of hate for me in their heart, and I do not want to go out like that. Like, I'd rather not be able to find an inhaler than to know it should be full, and I'm sitting there puffing and it's empty, like,
It's the fact that she did that and then it was like not relevant to the plot.
Also that, like, okay, so she had a sister that she thought was cute, killed the sister, and then assumed her whole appearance, her whole aesthetic. Okay. Again, though, if there were other ways she could have got rid of the sister.
Did the sister even have to exist?
Probably not. She could have just had a, serious makeover, maybe. I don't know. And her husband was in on it the whole time. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Also a character from The Wire, one of the dock workers from season 2. As was his father, who was I believe the husband of the first woman who died.
Yes.
Yeah, the pizza empire guy. Also irrelevant to the story.
Just what? Okay.
Just what? But very fashionable outfits from Tessa Thompson.
The use of the monochrome palette, loved it. Loved it.
Oh, loved it. Oh, and the fact that like her tooth hurt, I was like, this surely has to do with something. Remember in the first episode,
yeah.
and then like it didn't come back.
I was gonna say I don't remember though. Where did that go?
It didn't go anywhere. And I hate that.
Did we miss it? Like, did we
Maybe we missed it. Viewers, tell us if we missed it, but I don't think that we did.
Right. Another sleek part of the show, the Beamer that Tessa Thompson's character is driving, but then she drives it real recklessly, like every time she takes a right turn.
Like, there's so much bad driving in that show.
True.
Like, I hate that. Like, and John Bernthal's character is eating a banana while he's driving, and he's treating the younger detective poorly.
Right.
Also unnecessary.
So unnecessary. So unnecessary.
I think the younger detective was the only good character in that show.
And she was trying to do right. She was asking the right questions, right? Then they just had her come take a body, I don't know, for no reason at the end. I'm like, all she was trying to do was good detective work, like.
Good police, as they say in The Wire.
Good police. Oh, that makes me think we should pull together like a vocab list of like key phrases from shows that we really like and do well. And just have that be something. I don't know what, but like.
I love that.
That would be fun. Vocab, phrases.
Right. I do love the phrase in The Wire when they say good police and bad police. So funny.
Some of us in the real world will argue that there's no such thing as the former, but that's another conversation for another day. Okay, thanks. That's what we've been watching. We've also started Bridgerton. Initial thoughts on part 1. I think we got a couple more weeks till the rest is released.
I don't love it. I don't love it. And it's like, it's so slow. And I think that like, I go through this with every Bridgerton season where I'm like, I don't like this. I'm not going to keep watching it. And then obviously I'm going to keep watching it. This season, Eric is watching with me and his reflections are very funny. I think at the end of the episode last time, he was like, why is this taking so long? And I'm like, said everybody watching Bridgerton.
Every time.
Every time. Every couple.
Right.
Like,
he didn't watch season 2 with me, and that was his view. He was like, it really took 9 episodes for them to kiss. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And so I have not been able to compel him to return for another season with me.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the chemistry between the mains, like the maid and the Bridgerton storyline. I think I don't know how they're going to be able to come out of it, right? Like, well, I guess they're just going to reveal her lineage. Like, I know that evil stepmother, I know that will says something different than what she says.
For sure. We know she was lying.
Yes. But I think that Benedict Bridgerton is a huge classist. Like, the fact that he's been painting this woman's face for like a month and is like actually in front of her, but like can't even consider that it might be her because she is a maid is unbelievable. In
the midst of this deep search for this unknown woman, he's like, oh wait, you feel kind of familiar, and he never considers like, could this be her? Right? Like, are you are not sharp. You are not sharp, sir.
He's looking at all the jaws and the tongue, okay?
Right, all of the jaws, all the lip lines.
All of it!
He's not kissed this woman, right? And he's not like... Not clicking, not even considering. And this season still just continues to feel too busy. And maybe the first season, that was some of it too, but I don't remember that in the same way. But it just feels like, okay, wait, we're doing this thing with Francesca. Is that the youngest sister? And now we got Eloise still. The way I do not care if she's a spinster or not at this point, I really don't care. They got to find another way for it to be of interest to me, right? I am no longer interested in her feelings about society. We get it. We got it. Cool, right? But there's so many different plot lines. I'm just like, I can't keep up. It's too busy, and they're not, like, none of them are going anywhere. To dear Eric's point, we're just spinning all around. We are.
But we'll be here for part 2, which drops February 26th.
Couple of weeks.
Which is a long time.
It does feel like it. It does feel like it. Do you watch Shrinking? I can't remember if we've talked about that.
I do watch Shrinking.
I love Shrinking. Okay, I'm very glad that Shrinking is back. Yeah. I'm enjoying that return. I don't think you watch Hijack, do you?
No.
I can't. No. And good. Like, I usually will try to convince you to watch things with me, so that we can lament together. In good faith, I actually can't for this one. Like, I'm probably going to finish it because, once I'm in it, I'm in it. But the way the season 1 of Hijack was like wild, season 2 is worse. And I'm just like, why are we here? Why are we doing this? But if anybody out there, if you're watching Hijack season 2, holla at me. Let's talk about it. It's ridiculous. But if you haven't started it, don't. There are other ways to enjoy Idris Elba's eye candy, I think.
One of which is The Wire, which he is very good. One of the greatest characters of all time.
Very good.
Stringer Bell.
Speaking of, well, this is really not speaking of The Wire, but it's speaking of Wood Harris and obviously like Avon Barksdale. Recently learned he has like Chicago connections, Chicago roots.
Oh, yeah. Really?
And I was like, look at it. See, I'm just, wherever Wood Harris is in the world, there's always a little connection to me. So shout out to him. And again, his wife. I don't mean any disrespect to him, his wife, or my partner. I have a deep appreciation for Wood Harris.
Friend of the pod, Wood Harris.
We're recording this on a Wednesday, Wood Harris Wednesday. So that's all that was.
Wood Harris Wednesdays. Do you know what I am not going to watch
Tell
the
me.
next season of? Because I'm upset. I was texting you about this. The Night Agent season 3, they dared to remove our girl Rose from the show. Why would you do that?
Again, what was the point of the first 2 seasons of her being there just to remove her now? Right? It's her tech-saving skills that don't make any sense in like an actual combat running for your life to be
right. That show, as much as they posit that it's about Peter being a night agent, it's not. It's about the toxic dynamic between Peter and Rose being where she should not be.
All the time.
That is what the show is about.
All the time.
I can't. I'm so sad. I love that actress, and I know they have a new romantic lead for Peter, but I am not interested.
I'm gonna be opposed. I want to say that I won't be watching, but then I also know that it's cold and gray, and if I'm inside long enough, it's
great background TV.
It still might get a play, but if I'm watching, it's not going to be enthusiastically or excitedly. Justice for Rose for sure.
I hope that they get in a really bad situation, and then Rose has to come in and save the day, but she has to do it from her computer.
They call her in.
They call her Rose. Help us.
You have to turn the cameras off or whatever it is that she does over again in season 2. Hack a bank account, turn the camera off, locate someone, all of those things.
Oh my gosh. I don't know that much about how computers work, but I know that neither do the people who are writing the Night Agent.
They cannot. I just don't believe. That reminds me, there's this show, Tracker. It's like a cable sitcom thing that I watch with the white brother from This Is Us. Him, I don't know, he's attractive. He's an attractive white man. Anyways, though, he has a tech guy who can track cars. And one day I actually was paying attention. It's pretty much just kind of background show. But the website that he uses to locate any vehicle is Find My Whip or something. I was like, okay, so that's a little way that they're admitting that this is ridiculous. You can't actually just hack a license plate per se and then be like, it was spotted. Last spotted here. But I was Find My Whip or Crack My Whip or something like that.
Oh my god.
Really, really funny to me. Really, really funny.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. That's so good.
Oh my goodness. Is there anything else you're looking forward to watching though? What's up? What's coming up this winter? I think we're still in winter.
Yeah, the Olympics are coming up, which is very exciting. I'm excited to watch figure skating. I
saw the USA Olympic trials. Very exciting. Very cool. I think I might try to watch some hockey this winter. Have I told you how I'm trying to learn hockey?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't told me.
Gotta stretch. I really kind of just apply basketball logic to it, which I don't know if it's accurate, but it's how it makes sense to me. I finally learned and understand what icing is. If you watch hockey, you'll know. I think that's a thing in my learning, but I have a hockey team I follow, the Pittsburgh Penguins, because I saw Sidney Crosby, who is a great elite player, do something really cool on skates. He with this hockey stick, puck between the legs. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Point is, I'm learning hockey, and so I might try to watch some hockey in the Winter Olympics. If I do, I'll be rooting for Canada, because that's the team that Sidney Crosby plays for. Mm-hmm. There's also a Filipino hockey player, I think. He might be on Pittsburgh too. I think he maybe got traded, but I was like, okay, this feels aligned. We're gonna do it. I'll send you his information.
Please do.
Rooting for the squad at all times.
We will be watching very different sports now. I know you also watch figure skating, but
you know what? Winter Olympic sport. Oh my gosh, what do they call it? I don't know, but they are on the skis. It's some sort of artist thing, and then they go up a hill and they flip in the air.
Oh, that's scary.
It's so terrifying. But we watched one of the trials for that out, I think, in upstate New York a week or two ago. Incredible. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you can tell when they know when it's not going to be a good landing, right? And they're just upside down in the air, all right, I'm about to crash. And I'm like, you're going to break your neck? Or are you going to tear your ACL? I'm just up there suspended. All right, we'll see how this goes.
Oh my gosh. Those are so scary. Those kinds of sports, where you're either going so fast or you're going so high. I mean, it's wild.
And I think Lindsey Vonn got injured in one of her events, but they were like, yeah, she had to like ski down to the bottom and be stretchered off. I'm like, what? You continued skiing on the like ACL that you ruptured and then just to get, but it's like, yeah, what else do you do? They cannot get the stretcher like up the mountain to you. But I'm like, that is wild. How do you, I want the background. How do you learn that you're good at this sport, right? Like there's already probably some access thing to just have, regular ski resort time. But like, how do you learn like, oh yeah, I'll be great at flipping upside down on a ski jump? Like, how do you?
Let me just see if I can hit this real quick.
How do you see that? How do they scout that out, right? I wonder.
Right. I don't know. I personally have never been skiing or snowboarding. I did have a very brief moment where I was taking ice skating lessons.
I can see that.
But I could not master skating backwards, and so I quit.
Okay, maybe we pick that back up. I still see a winter vacation for us. Like where we're in a cabin to read and have some good snacks, do a little baking. Maybe we don't ski. Maybe we find somewhere we can ice skate and practice the backwards.
Okay. Yeah, I love an après ski.
Yeah.
I've never had one. I love the idea of an après ski.
I can see that. Yeah, that's very cute.
Love cabin time.
Okay, we'll keep it. Keep that floating. Calling that in. Our weekly topic on friendship. I don't know. You know me. I'm always deep in thought. We're both always thinking about something, and I wonder, like, when you think back over our young lives so far, we're still very much young. Do you have a sense of when you're like, oh, this is when I like found my people? Of course, people can not come and go, but life changes, things evolve, the nature of friendships and places and all of that can change and shift. But if you were to look back so far, is there a moment or maybe an era, a phase when you were like, yeah, that's when I found my people?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like looking at my close friends now, I definitely feel like I found a lot of my people in college, which was quite a long time ago.
At this point, somehow.
We won't say the year, but I am thinking it. But I do I think I found my people in college, and I think that what's interesting about that is I feel I found them in college, but I don't think I actually became really close with them until after college. Because I think when you're in college, you like have classes together, you have events together, you do the same things, you go to parties, go to Bodos together. Love Bodos. Shout out to Bodos.
Shout out
Delicious.
to Bodos.
Right. But I think it's when I was a young adult living out in the world and like, the act of making time for those friendships when you're living apart and the act of making space in your life for like the rituals of those friendships has really instantiated them as like, part of my life. And I think that for friends I made later, like friends that I made in New Orleans and friends that I made in law school, it's like we're kind of in that phase now where it's like, what does our friendship look like outside of the fact that we were living in the same place for such a long time? What about you?
Yeah, that's like so interesting because like there's something about like choice that comes in too, I think, in what you're describing. But yeah, I think I also thought about college in terms of like probably like my chosen people, and similarly it feels like that like mid-20s era was the moment where the friendships were really formed and kind of bona fide, whether that's like things that were going on in life, finding ways to prioritize and support each other and like grow together. So I think I feel some alignment with you there. I think I was also reflecting on, and maybe some comparison to, like I had a colleague who mentioned going back for like their 30th or 40th high school reunion, and I was like, I can't imagine wanting to do that, but I think that he still has like some friendships there. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I wonder, like I still am friendly with some folks from high school for sure, but like it's not the same sort of like deep friendships or that kind of thing. And so I was just wondering, what that is. We all, who knows, there could be a number of things, like we find like-minded people who enjoy similar activities or show care and love and all of that in the same ways. But I also have been sitting with like a wondering of, how like having a larger extended family maybe factors into that. Because when I think about like, oh, who was I hanging out with in high school? And I mean, I'm sure it was like lots of people, but I think really having a lot of cousins and growing up in like close space to them, like we, being from a smaller town in Charlottesville, they were nearby for the most part. I think those were probably my people then, and like they still are now too. So shout out to the cousins, shout out to Bam, Harmon, Smith, Davis, you know who you are. Anyways, though, but I was like, oh, I wonder if that's why, like, maybe my, like, the high school friendships, where those would be, they have been persisted, because we, like you're saying, we were in the same classes, we were in the same schools playing sports, but also there were, like, a whole other set of, like, family relationships with people who were, same age as me, that I was maybe even more invested in, just naturally being, like, born into it in some ways. But I think that's been something I've been thinking about, too, and just reflecting on how even those like cousin friendships have evolved as we've gotten older, and of course life happens, and just like the richness that comes in there, and in some ways it's similar, right, to like non-biological, I guess, family or friendships, but it also takes on a different feel, of course. But just taking some time and be like, oh wow, look at how like my cousins and I have grown, and like what feels similar in terms of like what are some of our rituals and staying connected, like, and then how have I learned even from friendships of like how do I want to invest in my cousins, my family, and try to make sure that like, I'm paying attention and taking there, because in some ways I don't think it's ever something I've taken for granted, but in some ways it can feel automatic because we've been around like for all of our lives, my life, whatever the case is, and it can just be easy to pick up, but also wanting to be aware of like how do I make sure that I'm nurturing those friendships too, and those relationships in really, really intentional ways. So I don't know, but I guess my answer is like there's a college part, then there's a family part, and then I feel like I'm still I don't want to say I'm like finding my people, because that's something I'm sitting with too. Like, what does it mean that I'm like not really curious about finding new friends? But I am like very much interested in like finding new ways to make sure that I'm like maintaining the friendships and relationships that are very valuable to me, and like wanting to show up and be present in those, for sure.
Absolutely. That's very well put. And I do think that like this idea of intentionality really comes in at this age that we're at, right? Where it's like you really see a divergence in people who are kind of on different life paths, like in different parts of their lives or their careers or their journey in having a family. Like I think it's just things can look different, and allowing people to have the space they need to be who they're becoming, I think is really important. I will say, I'll tell this little story. I had this really close friend in high school, and we are still connected on Instagram, and we loved that movie from 2004, Pride and Prejudice, with Keira Knightley. Okay, that is one of the best movies in the world.
Quinn loves that movie too, my brother.
Stop it. Does he?
He loves it.
Okay, I need to text him. I'm so sorry. Like, I have seen that movie like over 100 times. If it's on a plane, I'll watch it. Like, I love that movie, and I will not watch any show that has the Mr. Darcy actor in it after that, like whether it's Succession. I was very mad when he was in Deadpool and Wolverine because I wasn't expecting it. I can't even remember his name right now, but like, I love that movie, and it came back to theaters for like an anniversary run. And me and my high school best friend used to love that movie. We used to talk about it all the time. And I messaged her, and I was like, "Did you see this is back in theaters?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm seeing it tonight." And it was just like we haven't spoken in like 10 years, but it's like we still like love the same things. I actually do need to DM her again, because the Goo Goo Dolls are on tour, and they are coming to my town, and I might go see them. I might not. I'm still deciding.
That would be
It's
fun,
an outside concert, and I don't like to be outside for too long.
Is there a chair? Is there an awning, some shade, something?
Yeah, I need to better understand the circumstances.
What are the conditions that you opt
Yeah, what are the conditions? I need more details. I can't just show up someplace and not know if I'm going to sit down.
Can't do it. You got to be mentally prepared and try to be well equipped. I need the right shoes, all of the things.
All of the
All of the
things.
things. But I'm glad you're one of my people, Annacrizelda.
I know. I'm glad that you're one of my people, and I love making our little show together.
Me
This is so
too.
special.
Me too. Me too. I think we got to start with this week in women's sports. Unrivaled is back.
Unrivaled is back.
College women's basketball is thriving.
Thriving.
The ballers are balling. The hoopers are hooping. Tell me your thoughts on Unrivaled so far.
Oh my gosh, I am loving Unrivaled this season. Some things I love about Unrivaled. Paige Beckers, love to
One
see
of those
her.
ones. Like, she is incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
like so good, so good. Like I just can't imagine being that young and playing against people who I'm sure she's like looked up to since she was a child, and just like doing so well, being so competitive.
And the
I
more she
love to
looks
watch
up
her
to them, the
play.
more she trash talks them. But they also love her, which is very cool to see, right? Like the league seems to embrace her. Her own peers, they seem to embrace her.
Yeah, her stats are wild. Like she's doing so well.
Like, it's incredible to watch. Such a good ball player. A lot of fun. Definitely cementing herself, and she already was like one of my favorite young players. But she's up there. Obviously, Sonia, Citron, and Kiki are as well. But it's great to see them on Unrivaled and having a little more space to shine and like do their own thing. Kiki's like resistance to any form of BS or nonsense, like when veteran players try to like punk her, and she's just like, absolutely not. I love her energy. Like maybe it was last weekend she had a hit, or she ended up hitting a game winner for the Phantom, but I think like Ryan Howard was trying to like prevent her and held her arm, and she like shooed her off after she made the shot and like went to the bench. Her team was celebrating, and she was like, I need a minute. They really were winners. It's like, I love it. I love it. And then Sonia, everything about Sonia Citron is just phenomenal to me. Her little product, they call her, like her personalities. Like Sonia, there's Sosa. She was like hanging out with the stud buds, put their chain on, and became like
That's
a
cute.
different person. It was very cute. I'll have to try to find like the picture of you so we can put it in. But like all of that was just really funny. But it was like, who is this Sonia Citron like doing the like pinky on the lip? Like
Right, right.
But I love it. We love multitudes. We love the
We
multitudes.
do. We love multitudes. I do love seeing like people who are on opposite teams on Unrivaled, but are like teammates, and how they like kind of either trash talk each other or like are really playful with each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a moment where Jordan Canada was guarding Brittany Griner. Did you see this?
Yeah.
And she was like trying to take the ball from her, and like she comes up to like below Brittany Griner's shoulder, and Brittany Griner just like looked at her. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Girl,
And
what
then
are
they
you
were,
doing?
like, they were like laughing and hugging. I was like, "That's so cute."
It's very
I love
sweet.
that.
That reminds me too. I think it was it the Mist and the Laces playing against each other, and Alicia Gray took a really, really hard fall towards the end of the game, and like Nas Hillman didn't even like run down their teammates on the Atlanta Dream. Nas was like rubbing her back, like, "Are you okay? Like, get somebody over here." And I was like, that's bestie behavior. That's very, very sweet. We really get to see a lot of like personality and come through it Unrivaled in ways that are just like, I think heartwarming and refreshing to see the players just being their full selves and feeling comfortable and celebrated to do so. That's very, very, very exciting to me. Speaking of people being themselves consistently, Marina Mabry.
Okay. Literally after the video of her crash out jar thing broke, she had that wild game where she scored 47.
What are you going to say? She had like 27 points in the first quarter. Okay.
I feel like she got 27 points in like 2 minutes.
Yes, it was so fast.
It was the wildest run. I feel like
she just kept shooting and like making it. Like the heat checks were ridiculous. Like it was really fun to watch.
That was really fun. Yeah, the whole stadium was on their feet in Philly. So good.
But her crash out jar has been very funny, and shows some self-awareness. Her in-game crash outs, like I don't think she can turn them off, because clearly the more she's crashing out, the better she's playing. But it's like
it's where she derives her power. Actually, she's like,
I'm glad she's at least aware. But yeah, it's funny.
I mean, okay, if you had a crash out jar where you had to put money in or buttons or whatever, how full would your crash out jar be?
My inner dialogue crash out jar would be full all the time. All the time. Inside of my head, I'm frequently crashing out. I think, maybe it depends on who you ask. Like, I think Ada would probably say it would live on high. I think it depends on, like, the day of the week, the time of the day. There are some moments where maybe it's lower, like things aren't being rapidly added. But no, it's pretty high. It's pretty high. What about you?
Yeah. I think it definitely depends. It depends definitely on context, time of day, how hungry I am. If I'm hungry, it's like really high. Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm unregulated. Mm-hmm. I can't reach my higher self.
No.
She's out of office. But I mean, yeah, I think pretty high. I would say medium to high. Medium to high.
Yeah, I think that's okay though. Like, I mean, again, Marina is showing us there may be some correlation between your like ability to crash out and then re-regulate, or like be effective, productive, efficient, whatever word we want to use there. So I'm gonna take that. The crash out is a necessary part of the process.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
Part of the process. What process? I don't know. Just the process.
Just the process.
The process. Like, yeah. But I think more people, you got to get that crash out because otherwise you keeping it in, it's simmering. It's not good. You got to let it out. Though I will say, like, there's got to be some proportion. Like Marina reacted to a missed call and being like, I could kill someone. That's disproportionate. You got to bring it. You got to bring it down. Maybe like I could kick a chair. I could throw something, but like, there's got to be something.
There was a moment where she was like, I think she was saying, like, she was cursing, and then one of the announcers was like, I think I can read her lips, and the other person was like, you shouldn't read her lips.
Keep that to yourself. Yep, not suitable for live TV, unless you want to FCC.
I think we're all good here. I think we can feel the energy, and I think we should all just move on.
Yep, we get the point. Even if you can't read her lips, you understand the sentiment that's probably driving that, right? What the feeling is.
Right.
Tunnel fashion at Unrivaled. Anything or anyone standing out to you?
Well, Marina Mabry has definitely been delivering some looks this week, in the past couple of weeks. I don't know if I love them or not, but they are certainly bold.
Yes.
And love that for her.
Yes.
But I think my all-time favorite this season is Skylar Diggins.
The leather.
Amazing.
The leather she had. It was like red or something.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Really good.
With the sunglasses. So good.
I think my favorite so far has been Dana Evans, and she's just returned to play, but like her sideline looks showed range, gave the mini skirt. She had a denim number one time, like she's gone from casual to dress up, and I really appreciated how Dana Evans how she was stepping, for sure.
Yeah. Great outfits. I just love tunnel fashion.
Another plug or shout out Dominique Malanga, and I feel like Rakia Jackson, like their look alignment on court. It's so cute. Like, lest you ever forget Dominique is only 18. I have a narrative in my mind where Rakia's been like, come here, let's have some fun, let's do this, and Dominique's been like, okay, great, and her family is probably back in France like, who is that? What is she like? What is happening? But I love it. Their matching makes me very happy.
It's so cute. It's great. We love to see it.
For sure.
Love to see it. Okay. Well, Sarájanée, what should the people look out for season 2?
More of us, more laughs, more giggles, more shenanigans, for sure. We're lining up some guest features, some spots, some more of our besties we're hoping to bring on some besties and talking across bestie lines. What happens when you have a male best friend? I'm so curious. I'm dying to know more. We're going to be rewatching some more stuff, some of our favorite movies and shows, seeing how they're holding up. And I think, cross our fingers, everyone. I think we've got Annacrizelda in for a book club. I'm going to speak that into existence. We shall see.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But I think that does it for episode 22.
We're rocking.
Amazing. If you like this episode, share it with your long-distance best friend. Thanks for listening.